Arrows blackened the sky. 80,000 warriors charged at full speed. By nightfall, fewer than 1 in 10 would survive. This was the moment Europe's military supremacy collapsed. Stay with me, because what happened next still terrifies modern generals. How do you fight an enemy who breaks every rule of war? How do you survive a trap so perfect you don't realize you're inside it until it's too late? This is the Battle of the Kalka River. Prince Mstislav the Bold had never lost a battle. Now his father-in-law, the coming Khan, was begging for help. Devils have come from the east, he said. They fight like no men we've ever seen. Mstislav stared at the map. Strange riders. No casas. No banners. No rules. He had two choices. Ignore the threat or ride out and crush it. He chose glory. That it would destroy his army and his dynasty. The year was 1223. That European warfare was dominated by heavy cavalry. That steel-clad knights were living battering rams. Their charge shattered infantry, broke formations, and decided battles in minutes. But beyond the Black Sea, something different was moving. Riders who struck like lightning, then vanished like smoke. The Cuman's fierce steppe warriors themselves were fleeing. In terror, European princes gathered in council. This was their moment. These mysterious invaders would learn what happened when they faced the finest knights in Christendom. They had no idea they were about to meet the most advanced military system on Earth. The Mongol force was led by Jebe and Subutai, two of Genghis Khan's greatest generals. These were not raiders. They were professionals. While European armies were collections of individual knights chasing personal glory, the Mongols fought as a single organism. Every unit moved on signal. Every maneuver was planned. Their composite bows could strike at 3 times the range of European weapons, powerful enough to pierce armor at close distance. But their deadliest weapon wasn't technology. That it was information. For months, Mongol scouts, merchants, and diplomats had studied European armies. They knew how knights charged, how they pursued, how pride overrode discipline. The Europeans knew nothing about their enemy, not even where they came from. That ignorance would be fatal. The armies met near the Kalka River. May 31st, 1223. Mstislav deployed traditionally. Heavy cavalry forward, infantry behind, banners flying. The charge began. Thousands of armored knights thundered forward, lances lowered. Then the Mongols did something unexpected. They broke. Their front lines turned and fled. They run. Mstislav shouted, "After them!" The knights surged forward, abandoning formation, chasing glory. They didn't realize they were witnessing the most famous tactic in Mongol warfare, the feigned retreat. For days, the Mongols led them deeper into the steppe, always close enough to chase, always leaving behind just enough gear to make victory seem certain. European formations dissolved, supply lines collapsed, horses weakened, men went hungry. Still, they pressed on. They believed the enemy was breaking. In reality, they were being herded. On the 9th day, the Mongols stopped. They turned, and from every direction, north, south, east, west, fresh Mongol forces appeared. 20,000 warriors, perfectly positioned. Mstislav realized the truth too late. His army was stretched, exhausted, and scattered across miles of open ground. The trap had closed. Then came the arrows, not aimed at individuals, but fired in coordinated volleys that darkened the sky. Armor designed for swords and lances failed against concentrated arrow fire. Horses collapsed, pinning riders beneath them. When Europeans raised shields, Mongol cavalry struck their flanks. When they turned to fight, arrows struck from behind. This wasn't a battle. It was an execution carried out by mathematics and discipline. By sunset, the steppe was carpeted with the dead. Out of the 80,000 men who rode out, fewer than 8,000 returned. And then came the most chilling part. The Mongols didn't invade Europe. They turned around. Because this had never been a conquest. It was reconnaissance. Jebe and Subutai had tested European warfare and found it obsolete. They returned east carrying maps, tactics, and psychological profiles of their enemies. When they came back in 1237, under Bada Khan, they would annihilate Russia, Poland, and Hungary using the same methods perfected at Kalka River. The Battle of the Kalka River marked the end of one era and the birth of another. The age of individual knightly glory was dying. The age of coordinated, intelligent warfare had arrived. 20,000 Mongol warriors changed European military thinking forever. Innovation defeated tradition. Adaptation crushed pride, and Europe would never fight the same way again. But when the Mongols returned, they came not to test. They came to conquer. That story is next.